Willie D Live.
And it goes back to 9 times out of 10, why she's there, it's a personal problem. We like to personalize shit. Oh, they came at me and it's that woman got some other issues. That person has some inner issues that if you went through and sat down with a psychotherapist or a psychiatrist or a therapist or a medical professional, you will get to unraveling why that is a need for her. Nothing to do with you.
Well, Billy Sorrells, I am glad that you took time to sit down with me, man, and share a little bit of insight about your plight, your journey. I'm sure somebody's going to be helped by this, man, because you dropped a lot of heat in this one. And we definitely got to come back and do it again, man. But, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everything that you've contributed to comedy. 'Cause like I say, I'm a comedy connoisseur. I know comedy. And
Thank you, bro.
You got it, man. And I'm glad that Ali rode you. I didn't know he was that brutal, but I'm glad that he convinced you to walk in your purpose, man.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you, man.
Well, before you close this thing out,
come now.
Remember I told you.
Right.
This card is gonna get flipped over.
Flip the card.
I'm about to. I'm gonna start to flip the card with a last space of decisions and mistakes that I made. My podcast, Did You Miss Me podcast, I got it tatted on my arm. And I ain't just gonna say mine. Our, that I started with my friends, with my brothers. Shout out to Ernest Crosby. Shout out to Jonathan Simon. Shout out to D-Lay. Shout out to Kevin Damfool Simpson. Big shouts out to all of our family, extended brothers and sisters over there at the 85 South Show. My boy Chad, Ubre, Carlos, Chico, DC, man. Shout out to Ronnie Jordan over there at More Than Culture, Tyler Chronicles, Remo, Genius. The people that helped me shape and form my podcast. When I went through my divorce, and there's so many different layers, we ain't got time to go through all of it. But we fell out. D-Lay and I fell out. And looking back at it, on both sides, but I can only speak for myself, I allowed myself to feel that things were happening to me as a victim and to take a reactionary space that wasn't in love, that wasn't in goodwill. And I was asleep at the wheel mentally, missing the big opportunity in the big moment of not about money, not about fame. I strayed away and took, as a leader, a lot of people away from the direction that my purpose was for. Remember what I said, your gift, what you do, what I do, we got it given to us. It affords us our life and our lifestyle. Our purpose is how that impacts people. And when God allows and he gives and he brings you to your brothers, he brings you to your family that you start stuff with, that you create things with, it's the multiverse of love, Willie. If it was real love, it's always love. So when I flip this card over and I say, face your brother, bro. So you thought I was here for all of them. Nah. I'm here for you. I'm here for you to tell you and tell you again. Y'all brothers, bro. You guys made something that's bigger than you now. And I'll tell you one thing. We overzealous to even think that we made it or you made it. God gave you all that. You splitting up, y'all splitting up things and taking people in a place emotionally that might be the only real sense of brotherhood that they have or know. I need and I implore nothing else I said on this podcast today is more important than you getting your brother back in his seat.
Yeah, man.
Listen to me. Now, listen.
Yeah. So
let me finish, bro.
I'll let you.
I'm going to say the last thing.
Better wrap that shit up right now.
I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to say this, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you this bigger than a podcast, bro. No matter what them folk or anybody else is, this me.
But you know this Willie D live, right? This ain't Geto Boys.
Listen. I understand that, Willie. I'm explaining to you.
Well, I'm trying to tell you, this is my podcast. It's not a Geto Boys podcast.
I understand that. What I'm saying to you is the space. You represent something. You stand for something. Y'all stand for something. Bro, it ain't about no followers for me. This me really telling you on some real G shit. Like, y'all brothers, bro. And hopefully, y'all can find y'all way back to a space. Fuck the podcast. It ain't about that. Y'all brothers, man.
Yeah. You know. Let me say this, bro.
I'm an open book. You can ask me or say anything.
Let me say this, bro. Sometimes with family, you just can't motherfucking work certain things out. Certain things just can't be worked out. Like you say, you're gonna be brothers. I mean, it's like you brothers for life no matter what. But certain times you need a break. And that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I respect that.
You gotta take a break, sometimes.
I respect
that. That's
that.
all it is too. It's gonna be, it's gonna be family for life. But sometimes you just gotta take a break.
And you know what? Here's the thing. Based off of what I've experienced and what I've seen, there's nothing wrong with parting ways or splitting things. But I always offer the road of, if there's love there, if there's a space there. Like, I'm going through the same shit. Like, they're my brothers. And I've patched it up and gotten things in a better place with everybody.
Yeah, you got to do what makes you sleep good, though.
Yeah, and you got to find your peace, and you got to find your peace. Now, if it sets you on a pathway of discourse where you don't have your personal peace,
yeah, you got to do what makes you sleep good.
I respect that. That honestly, and if you say that word peace, if it's your peace that's not there, then nobody's worth that. If it's your true peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've loved some people in my life, bro. People that I'm not with. But peace for everybody involved. Most importantly, peace for myself. It's most important. And I never question a man when he says, it's about my peace.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Love you.
Billy Sorrells. Appreciate you, man. No more talk.